Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. Of course, this video will be slightly different. We will speak about Frosinone Juve the day after, but before that I wanted to do something else. Because this morning I was asking to myself, is it worth recording a video today? Annoying people with a notification telling there is the day after video that has been uploaded with that notification on your phone, Beppe uploaded a video. And then I said yes, of course, it's worth for two reasons. Not everyone is celebrating Christmas Eve. One, there are a lot of calcio fans, football fans, Juve lovers that are waiting for the day after so that they can write in the comments what they thought about Juve, if they agree with what I thought or not. So that's one. And then secondly, it's because it's Christmas Eve. And for the people that are celebrating, I wanted to wish absolutely the best. I wanted to show you how much I was grateful for all the time that we are spending together. Christmas Eve is important. Why? Because it's one of the celebrations where we are looking for love. We go to our family, we go to our friends. Sometimes it's the reverse, it's they that are coming to us. We are doing the best that we can, trying to prepare the most beautiful dinner, lunch, whatever. Sometimes we even call for someone that is even a better cook so that they can prepare and bring you the food. But anyway, we try to do the best possible table, the best possible environment with one word, that is love. And you know, on the channel, I don't see you. I don't see your faces. I don't see your emotion when I am uploading and when I'm recording. I just see me, their camera, and that's it. And the papers in front of me. I see the faces of the players because they are there with pictures, but I don't see you. And that's a really huge regret. But I know that you see me, you hear me, you see my emotions, you see my expression, my verbal, my non-verbal. You see me angry when we lose, when we draw. You see me full of happiness when we win. When we speak about off-the-field topics, sometimes I'm crying because the player is leaving or maybe an injury. Sometimes I'm crying because I'm happy or I go totally crazy. We share so many things together, and I believe that on Christmas Eve it was worth that I was opening the door, not only of my home, of the background here, but especially from my heart to say how much I really appreciate all of you, and I wish you absolutely the best. Tomorrow is Christmas, so tomorrow we'll continue to wish the best to all of you, but I really wanted to record a video today to say thank you, because you are just fantastic, but seriously fantastic. Thank you for all the support. This is the most beautiful gift that you can give me. It's when you are taking the time to say, you know what, I will watch this guy, this bald guy that is speaking about Juventus full of passion, or even the people that do not like me that much, that I say, you know, I want to listen what he's saying because I'm curious. I'm not agreeing with him, but, you know, in a way, I'm curious about what he's saying. He's meaning something to me, because every single day you are opening the doors of your home to me, and I'm really grateful. I'm repeating the same since now 2 minutes, but really seriously, thank you. It's really appreciated that you are deciding to watch the videos, to subscribe to the channel, to like the video, to share the video. It's just a beautiful gift that you are giving me every single day, and I'm extremely conscious about that. Now, speaking about Juve, because what are we doing on Christmas Eve? We are going to our family, we speak about everything, we share beautiful memories from the past. We are trying to build new beautiful memories now that we will probably speak about the year after. And at a certain moment, there is always that moment where we start speaking about football. At least in my family, it's like that. Because at a certain moment, you know, or the kids fall asleep or whatever, and you start speaking about football. Luckily, this year, we will be able to speak about Juve with a smile. Because we won yesterday. We'll speak about the victory, the importance of it, before criticizing, of course, performance of some individuals, the coach, the player, why some decisions were taken or not. And then we start to become football experts. So we will start with good intention because we won and we are at +7 over the third one, which is important. On the other side, of course, we will speak about Yildiz around the table. Of course, it will be one of the more joyful discussion topics this evening. We'll speak about his fantastic goal that yesterday, while I was going live on the Juve channel, I went totally crazy. I went extremely crazy. I couldn't contain my emotions because at that specific moment, when he's taking that ball, making that dribble over 3 players and going towards the goal and scoring without missing, without shaking, you forget about being rational. You know it. I'm always telling you, I watch the guys since they are young, since the youth academy, and you need time, you need management, you need keeping feet on the ground. But on that moment, when it's real life, when you see something like that happening, that you don't know how many times it will happen again, you just go crazy and you forget about being rational and just focus on emotion, because football is emotion. Football is not always being rational. Football needs to be lived, needs to be felt. Like, football is football. You need to have that passion and going out of control and saying stupid things. Well, yesterday when Kenan scored, I went totally crazy because the first flashes that arrived in my mind were the greatness of Alessandro Del Piero, with the dream of seeing him, Kenan Yildiz, replicated what I watched with the birth of Alessandro Del Piero. Not, of course, the clinical birth when he was born, but the birth as a football player, as a Juve football player. The gestures of Paulo Dybala that was able, with that fantastic left foot, to amaze me, amaze us, and so many other great players at Juventus that I was able to follow during their career. Some people for a short time at Juve, some people for so long time at Juve, but yesterday when I saw Kenan Yildiz doing that, well, important because of the goal for him, but then also for our future. And maybe tomorrow we will not see it again, but at least that moment I enjoyed it because it was fantastic. And of course, Tuttosport is opening their page with Nel segno di Alex, in the destiny of Alex Del Piero, because we are leaving space for emotion and not rationality on the 24th of December. It's true, I am not the only one. I saw it, it was viral. Even Alessandro Del Piero shared it on a Instagram story. You know, that comparison between Del Piero and Kenan Yildiz, because it makes sense. It makes totally sense. There are, of course, other pages that are speaking about football, and probably they didn't quote how important it was for the kid, for Juventus, for the Juventini that moment, because Corriere dello Sport is speaking about Inter, correctly, they are first. They're speaking about Roma that won yesterday 2-0 over Napoli. They spoke about Milan that with the 2-2 against Salernitana is really risking. They're speaking about a lot of things, but they're not speaking about Juve, or at least they speak about it with the -4. L'Inter is leaving Juve behind with -4. Vlahovic scored, and also we have the goal of the Turkish player born in 2005, a really little sentence that you really need to look up to, otherwise you don't find it. And Gazzetta dello Sport as well, and they're speaking about Barella, about Inter is winning yesterday 2-0. They are there at +4. They're speaking about Mbappe. They are speaking about Roma, but they don't speak about Juve. They don't speak about Kenan Yildiz. They speak about Dusan Vlahovic. The real Dusan Vlahovic is back with a goal also of Kenan Yildiz. And you know, it's kind of a pity that they didn't take the opportunity to put him on the first pages. I believe really one image at least of Kenan celebrating alla Del Piero with that tongue celebration deserved to be there on the first pages of these two papers. Then you will tell me, Beppe, what are you speaking about? Calma. When there are some young players like that, it's okay. It's normal not to put them on the first pages, because Kenan Yildiz, it's not that he scored a hat-trick, it's not that Juventus is first, so calma. And then I went back to the first debut of Camarda, that I took time on this channel, even if it's not a Juventino, even if it represents 0 for Juve. I took time to speak about Camarda, the young player, 15 years old of Milan, that made his debut 1 month ago. Well, I went back to Corriere, where you see the picture of Camarda. You go to Gazzetta dello Sport, you see the picture of Camarda the day after, when he made his official debut. The youngest player ever in Serie A, so of course he deserved, and I was really applauding it, and I said he deserved to be there on the front page. On the other side, I said it's a bit of pity that Kenan didn't receive at least a mini space on their pages. On the other side, I have to say, going back to rationality, it's good like that. It's really good like that. Let's not make him too big. Let's not exaggerate like we did with Zirkzee in Gazzetta dello Sport, that were putting, you know, his head with the hair of Gullit, with the technique of Ronaldinho, the right foot of this player. You know, they were making a combo of Van Basten, Ronaldinho, Ibrahimovic, and so on and so on. Calma, tranquilli, because inside the paper, they're trying, Kenan Yildiz, the new little star with the magic that remembers us, a mix between Ibrahimovic and Del Piero. Even Tuttosport today, they are comparing the two strikers of yesterday, come Alex e Trezeguet, like Alex Del Piero, Yildiz, and Trezeguet, Dusan Vlahovic. Calma, tranquilly. Let's not exaggerate. Let's not go too fast, because it's no. You again, emotionally, you can be as happy as you want. If you are really writing a double page the day after, I believe that you need also some space for rationality. And I think that Gazzetta dello Sport, they exaggerated as well with that huge big title of Dusan Vlahovic when they are saying the real Dusan is now back. Calma. I appreciated the performance of Dusan Vlahovic yesterday. I'm super happy about the improvements that he did. He was the match winner. He deserves to be in the different men of the matches of yesterday. Fantastic, beautiful, and I really wish, as a Christmas gift, that he can continue like he did yesterday. Entering and deciding. I believe the last time that he was decisive from the bench was in May 2023. So we're speaking about a really long time. Well, this is what I'm expecting from Dusan. Entering and being able to decide. Not only entering, because I hope, of course, that Dusan Vlahovic is the starter of Juventus for the next coming 10 years. And that one day maybe he can reach the records of David Trezeguet, which will be really, really difficult, but you never know in life. On the other side, the big title of Il vero Dusan è tornato, the real Dusan is back. Calma, because I think that we are going too fast. You can't, make a player collapse and criticize him and destroying him after one game. Like, you can't put him again on that really beautiful seat that is the king seat after one goal. You can't. So calma. On the other side, the game of yesterday and the day before, what did they tell us? They told us that we are still at -4 of Inter because they won 2-0. I don't want to enter the different controversy about penalty, not penalty, goal, not goal, whatever. Today we don't care, but they are there, they are strong, and they showed it at multiple times. The -4, I feel it at the moment really as a -10. It looks like the Everest mountain that is in front of you, but it's early. Let's see what Juventus will be able to do. If we do performances like Genoa, we will not be able to do them. If we are doing performances like the one of yesterday, it will be tough because we were not perfect, but we have some chances to believe really long, for a long and a lot of match days. But it's also telling us that yesterday Napoli lost, Milan was not able to win, they did to do against Salernitana, Atalanta lost against a fantastic, beautiful Bologna that was again able to win. That means that we are at -4 from Inter, but +7 from Milan, +9 from Bologna, +10 from Fiorentina, +12 from Roma, +13 from Napoli, +14 from Atalanta. So it's really looking really beautiful. If we don't know yet if we will have some chances to compete until the end to win the Scudetto, at least we know that really the qualification to the next Champions League on the field could be really achieved earlier than all of us what we were thinking in the beginning of the season. Then, about the game specifically, Frosinone, Juve, there were a lot of things that I said in the post-game of Genoa-Juve where I was not happy. I said that we missed Rabiot, we missed quality, we missed courage, especially pointing finger at Max Allegri, we missed lucidity, and we missed a penalty. Well, yesterday a lot of these things, they were back because Rabiot was back, and you really see when Rabiot is back in the middle of the midfield, it's helping a lot. We gained in quality, especially with Ken and Yildiz, but especially we gained in courage. Because remember, I was blaming Max Allegri against Genoa to be too cautious. If you're looking at the game of yesterday, the starting lineup, well, of course, Federico Chiesa is not there. Could have played Milik and Dusan. He decided for a technical choice to play Kenan from the start instead of Dusan, and Kenan did it really well. He dared. He had the courage to launch him in a really delicate game that was extremely important to win. Otherwise, goodbye to the Scudetto dreams, or at least competing for the Scudetto dreams. It was over already because we knew we could have already have predicted that Inter would have won against Lecce. So the courage was much better in the initial lineups. And if there was a game where Juventus, they were good in the first half, we come back. And again, we are doing the same mistake as we did against Genoa. We are not learning our lesson. And when you are a team that is not offensive, absolutely not offensive, we prefer to be balanced. And I want to even add balanced defensively, because we are defensively balanced. First the defense, and then we are thinking about the other things. Well, you can't concede goals like we did against Monza. like we did against Genoa, like we did against Frosinone, because when you have your team that is totally structured, organized, and it's not even a counter-attack, and you concede a goal like yesterday, this is not okay. This is not okay. If you want to obtain result, if you want to go and reach these huge big result thanks to your defensive phase, then I'm not expecting to see these kind of things, because it was a horror show. Who is to blame on that goal that we concede? If we're speaking about the players individually, I want to share it, because you know it, for me it's never one alone, but in 100% cake, I want to share it with the biggest part to Kostic, second part to Danilo, and a bit to Szczesny, not that much. I would go to 10-50% to Szczesny, because he has, when he's one-on-one, he has to go out, because you know it. If you go out of your goal, the goals start to be smaller and smaller and smaller for the striker, but he could have go out a bit better, being a bit more coordinating, because that's not what he's doing. But I think that Kostic and Danilo, bad communication, they totally forgot about the player, was really something really bad, especially if it's coming from Kostic, that already missed two huge important things. That fantastic assist of Kenan Yildiz, that I still can't explain myself how he's missing it, and then he's front of the goal and he's not even going on target on his strong foot. And then it's easy to say that Kostic was yesterday the worst of the game, and it's already the second game, according to me, that is really flopping. According to a lot of people, he didn't even more bad games. Yes, it's true, I didn't like his start of the season, but there was a part where I was defending his defensive performances. But if on top of not only not being productive up front, you're adding that you are doing the blunders there on the left side, then it starts to be really hard. But the big difference in the game of yesterday, which I was asking Max against Genoa to be faster in his changes, to give a sign of you need to be awake. Now I will wake you up. This is what he did yesterday. And you see it. We can see the goal. He's making immediately three big changes. One because of injury of Locatelli. But at the 55th minute, immediately, he's changing, sending a signal. And this is what the team needed. Because otherwise, I'm not sure if we would have win that game yesterday. He sends a signal that we have to change, we have to win, but we have to remain lucid. We have to stop with these long balls, with playing in a chaos. We are strong, we know it, we are able to beat teams like Frosinone, even if it was difficult to do and to beat them in their home. We can do it. And that's what Juventus did yesterday, yeah? We were much higher than against Genoa, and you can, I will probably not edit the video, but I will show it another day. Anyway, you will see that Juventus was really higher in the first half, but also in the second half with the subs, and changing the way. If in the first half we were really playing on the left and on the right, well, with Dusan Vlahovic that is going there as a boa, as a real striker in the middle there on top, well, it's an important change. I want to speak also about individualities, because Milik yesterday, according to me, is entering also in that top 3, top 4 man of the match. What a really fantastic game. The stats will not show you that pressure of Arkadiusz Milik on the goalkeeper before we score the goal of Milik. They will not show you this, because it's not something that is entering in the stats, but the importance of Milik. That was, if I'm not wrong, also the most accurate player with 90% of accuracy in his passes. You know, the pressing that he did, the movement that he did. You know, yesterday Milik was really, really important and great for the way that we played in our first half with Kenan Yildiz, in second half with Dusan Vlahovic. Dusan Vlahovic, I already said it, super happy about the goal that he's scoring. Also the second one that was correctly cancelled. Fantastic, beautiful striker movement. Of course, he needs to do better in the first one that we are missing, because again, Juventus is missing a lot. They are missing that one with Vlahovic, the two ones with Kostic, the one with McKennie that is going on the bar. Is it really a miss or not? I don't know, but it's a missed opportunity. It's a big occasion that you are missing at that moment. And these are the things that we have to do better. But are there things that we are doing better than last year? Absolutely yes. Looking at the points, we have already more than points than last year after the first round, because we already have 40 points. That's, if I'm not wrong, 2 points more than last year, and we have still 2 games to play. The 2 games that will be played, well, we know it, Roma, Salernitana. Roma, the last game of 2023, where I start to be a bit scared. Why? Because yesterday, Alexandro injury, Locatelli injury. Today there was the communication from Juve. It's not as without. It's not as strong than without, so it's quite okay, but I'm not sure if they will be able for the game against Roma or not. Chiesa, question mark, should be there, but we are not sure today. Cambiaso, yellow card, and his fifth one, he will not be there. Cambiaso that was playing fantastically well. Like some people that entered yesterday, Nicolucci entered fantastically well. So a lot of question mark for the game against Roma. That is important. And I tell you, if you win against Roma at home, and if you are able to win against Salernitana, whatever the result of Inter, I think that we are there at a certain moment saying we want more than the top 4. We want to stay and to remain in the top 2, doing everything that we can to try to chase Inter and to compete. If we will be able to do it, it will depend on Inter because they have +4, and also about Juve. But if we win against Roma and Salernitana, I think you can't speak anymore about top 4, but you really have to go towards top 2. As a minimum. Anyway, that was it for me for a long video. Again, thank you. Really, thank you for everything. And we see each other tomorrow. Grazie, grazie and forza Juve. Ciao.